So I was born and raised in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and throughout my radio career, which spanned almost 20 years, it brought me to New York City, which was an amazing ride. I miss New York so much. I had the opportunity to interview the likes of Prince. I mean, live in person in the WBLS studios. If I could just tell you for a moment, I was on the radio. He said he happened to be listening to WBLS and wanted to come up and meet me. And we sat and talked for about 45 minutes while he sipped on a chocolate milkshake. And then I sang with him on stage, and I can't sing, but at Madison Square Garden. This is a true story I will tell till the day I die. And I also had the opportunity to interview my idol. You know, if you work in broadcasting and you're a woman, usually it's Oprah. That's right, Oprah Winfrey, where she told me, "I love your shoes. I can't take my eyes off your shoes, Egypt. Where can I get those?" I said, "Aldo." So she tells her assistant, "Find out who this Aldo designer is." And I could just fell out laughing. I said, "Oprah, you can go to the mall and get these for $60. You get a pair and you get a pair." But, you know, we sort of bonded on that moment, just regular girl stuff. One of the most down-to-earth people I've met, considering who she is. And later I had the opportunity to be one of the hosts at her Life You Want tour. She had a few stages, and so I was at the Procter & Gamble stage, and it was just, you know, again, a life-changing moment as a woman, and specifically as a woman of color working in media and entertainment in pursuit of my lifelong dreams and goals. I've had to learn a lot of important lessons, and probably the one at the top of the list is gratitude. Gratitude and attitude. Oh, I'm going to tell you, you can have the talent, but it's your character that will keep you. And I started in this business when I was 18 years old. So what happens, right? Now I'm 22, but no, now I'm 40. I just celebrated my 40th birthday, and I can look back and say at 18, at 21, at 22, I had no clue. If only then I knew some of the basic principles, which is appreciate relationships, value those relationships, constantly stay and live in a state of gratitude, because your talent can get you someplace, but it's always going to be your character that keeps you. So that was one of the most important lessons I learned. And again, like I said, the second was really value relationships. Pour more into people than into things, because pouring into people is you know, that's something that's going to give you back 20-fold. Instead of pouring into going places, clubs, shoes, pocketbooks, that's the kind of thing that's not going to give you returns. I compare it to real estate a little bit. I would put my money into things that were going to give me dividends and pay me back residually. That's how I look at relationships, because you can't put a dollar amount on it. Women's History Month is super important to me specifically, because I am a woman. Hello. But I think that every day women are taking strides. We're being trendsetters. We're being leaders, and it's still an uphill battle. Don't think that because it's 2017 that we've overcome everything that has been built up against us in society. It seems like every time we take 10 steps forward, President, we take 10 steps back, if you know what I mean. And so we are constantly striving to maintain a level of equality across the board in our health, in career, because we want equal pay, women's rights, because we should not have to fight for them. Women's rights are human rights. They are civil rights. So I think by constantly putting an emphasis on women's history, it shows that, look, we've been here all along. We have paid our bills. In some regards, women have been the mule of society, carrying everybody else's load. We would like to have to stop fighting and reminding everybody who we are and why we're here.